Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Emily, and on this channel we talk about all things bookish, sometimes college life, sometimes some vacation vlogs, and today I thought we could do a little fall reading vlog. I'm in my fall era, I'm in my fall mood. I'm so excited to just, I don't know, be like the little sweater weather, and I really want to read a lot of fantasy and thrillers this month, so I was like, why not bring you guys along for the ride? And I saw that the new Percy Jackson show was coming out, and I was like, why not read the books? Or at least the first book. I was never the kid that saw the movies or read the books of any kind, so I don't have any preconceived notion going into this. And like, look at this cover though. I think this one is a new cover and it's stunning. But since I didn't watch anything when I was younger, I don't know what this is really about. It's about a guy named Percy Jackson. He's been kicked out of boarding school. And then lately, his mythological monsters and gods in Mount Olympus seem to be walking straight out of the pages of Percy's Greek mythology textbook and into his life. Worse, he's angered Zeus, and his master lightning bolt has been stolen, and Percy is the prime suspect. Now, Percy and his friends have just 10 days to find and return Zeus's stolen property and bring peace to a warring Mount Olympus. I think it'll be good. I'm about 150 pages into this book, and I'm gonna be honest, the writing is very simplistic, very young, and I know it's a middle grade, so that's kind of what you're expecting. But the plot is also very fast-paced. Like, we're moving from setting and plot every single page, which is kind of jarring to me. I don't really like it. It's not making me connected to the characters at all. Like, there's a death that happens like within the first couple chapters, and I literally did not care about it, but I think it was supposed to be a big thing. And then even the action scenes, like with the, what is it called? Minotaur, whatever. That whole action scene, I literally did not care about. However, now that we're in Camp Half-Blood, and this, I already forgot his name, Percy's friend, and I think his other friend, Annabeth, don't remember their names. I think these are the characters, kind of like Ron, Hermione, and Harry, that these are the characters that are going to be throughout the entire series, or at least throughout the entire book. So now I'm kind of getting a feeling of like consistency and connection. But aside from that, the vibes are amazing. It's set in summer, but it feels, with all the monsters, so spooky and like it feels like fall, and I'm so excited about it. So I think if it stays like this, it'll be a 3-star, but based off of the vibe, and if I form a larger connection, I think it could have potential to be a 4. Not a 5, let's be honest, but I'm excited about it. So yeah, and I'm going to a pumpkin patch later today, so I'll bring you guys along for the ride. So yeah, hopefully this is a really great fall reading vlog. I'm back and I'm back at college, and I've been loving the fall vibes recently, like just going outside, the weather, the leaves changing, even the lighting right now is like dark and moody, and I'm just loving it. And while I did go to a pumpkin patch and a corn maze, I also got 2/3 of the way through Percy Jackson, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not like loving it. I feel like I'm feeling the exact same feelings as before. It's just very mid. Okay, no, I feel like the best way to describe this book is convenient. Like, all the plot points the author is just placing in there. There's no cause and effect. It's like, oh, we need to get to LA? Well, here's this random poodle that like is gonna let herself be turned in so that we can get money. I feel like there could have been better ways for the gang to like get to where they needed to go. However, what I am loving is the gang, the trio. I'm literally obsessed with them. Just like Harry Potter, it's another trio. Annabeth, Percy, Grover, they're so sweet and loving towards each other, and Percy's dad, Poseidon, and Annabeth's mom, Athena, they hate each other and they're kind of like rivals. And so we have this annoyance to friends thing happen with Percy and Annabeth. And there was this one line that just happened where Percy was like, what if there's a war break out between my dad and your mom? And she's like, I don't really know what would happen, but all I know is that I would be on your side. And I was like, stop. No, you're just too cute. I love this friendship. Although again, since it is middle grade, I feel like we could explore a deeper connection between the friendships that I just don't feel like we're really going into because it's for a younger audience. However, I'm still enjoying it. Like, it's still spooky and fun, and just the vibes are really great. And it will be a 3-star ultimately, unless the end changes things for me. But it doesn't mean that it isn't good. It's been a great time. It's just not, I don't know. However, I have 100 pages left. I'm super excited to finish it, and I have a lot of theories for who the bad guy is, who stole the lightning bolt. I have a lot of theories. So let's see if I'm correct. So, and I will bring you guys along. So yeah, let's finish this book. Okay, hello guys. It's been a hot minute. I finished Percy Jackson and the Olympians, and I don't have the book with me, but I also watched the movie. And let me first off say that I actually really enjoyed the movie. I felt like it was real 2010 vibes, you know what I mean? However, I totally understand why people hate the movie because it's so completely different from the book. Like literally everything. I mean, there's a couple things like Medusa and the Lotus, what is it called? Casino. And of course the trio, that's the same, but everything else, the ending, completely different. So I like them both in their own ways. And let me just tell you, the book, I am just giving 3 stars. It did not go up for me. I feel like I kind of even got bored in some parts. However, like, overall I enjoyed it. I think if I was in middle school, it would be such a vibe. I would have loved it when I was younger. I feel like this author was definitely like, let's just throw everything we can in here. Like the bad person, like, okay, the part of the Oracle's speech that's like, oh, a friend's gonna turn on you, I kind of knew who that friend was gonna be, but the bad guy, I didn't know who it was gonna be because it didn't really matter. Like, why was that the bad guy? Like, why? So I feel like this book was just all over the place a little bit, but I enjoyed the vibes. Definitely fall. It's actually November right now, so I'm like, okay, we need to hurry up with the books that I'm reading. I'm also sick. I have strep throat, not feeling great. I'm not contagious, so I'm gonna go to Barnes. And the next book that I'm gonna be reading is The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. My friend Madison was like, Emily, you've got to read it, and I was like, okay, I'll read the first book so we can read the second book together. She's already done with the series. Girly pop, come on, like, we were gonna read this together. We can't have that experience, but I know that she loves it, so I'm really, really excited. I believe it's about a girl that, like, this guy dies and he gives all of his inheritance to her, but he didn't even know her really. And so, but like one of the stipulations is to go to his house, and so she goes over there to be like, what's going on? And all of his grandsons are like, what the heck? Why is she getting the inheritance? But there's actually a bunch of games to like go through, like trivia, riddles, and stuff that she can actually get the inheritance. People love this series. I've been wanting to read it for a while. So hopefully it goes fast and it doesn't take me as long to read this book because, y'all, it's gonna be Christmas by the time I get this video out. Okay guys, I am more than a third of the way through. I'm also so extremely sick. I feel so bad. So all I really had time for was to read. So guys, it is going so well, like so well, to the point where I think I might finish it tomorrow, maybe? And also to the point where I think that after I finish this, I'm immediately going to buy the second and the third because I need to finish the series. It is different than what I thought, but also the same thing, kind of. So instead of it being fantasy, it's more like mystery, magical realism. Not really magical realism, just mystery, contemporary. I don't know, but I'm loving it. And I also like the hint of like flirtatiousness between her and one of the brothers, but I also kind of love, I don't know, I love Jameson, but I also love Grayson, even though he's kind of being a mean guy right now. And I'm gonna be so completely honest, I'm obsessed with Avery. I'm obsessed with the main character. I just am so in love with this book so much. It's turning out to be a 5 out of 5, so we will see. We will literally see. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, same place, different day, 2/3 of the way through this book. Guys, I'm obsessed with it. I'm literally binging it right now. I'm gonna finish it by tonight. What I love about this book so much is that there's so many different avenues that we're exploring, and I have no idea where this book is gonna go. Like, I have zero clue what is going on right now, who to trust. Like, the only person that I trust right now is Avery, and I think that's one of the main things that I hate about thrillers is where you have an unreliable main character, and Avery is so reliable. I'm building such a connection to her. She's so intelligent, so smart, but her empathy is just so grand that I'm just loving her so much. And I'm also feeling a lot of ways about the side characters. I love her and Jameson's friendship. However, I feel like he's gonna trick her soon or like put the game above her, and I don't want that for her. And like her and Grayson, I know that she doesn't like Grayson, but like I love Grayson, and I just want them to be together, low key. But there's just so much happening, and I'm just like, how? I don't have that many pages left, so I'm like, please, what's gonna happen? I need the second book immediately. Like, I need it right now. Is this my favorite of the year? It probably is. I'm not even gonna lie. I think this might be my favorite book of the year, but let's see how it ends. Okay, let me not get ahead of myself, but I think it'll be an amazing ending. We're back at it again. Barnes & Nobles. Okay guys, hello. I have finished the Inheritance Games. 5 out of 5 stars. Genuinely so good. I was talking to my friend Madison about it, and she was just like, you know what I love about this book is the main character. Because in other mysteries, or just other books in general, you either have a narrator that's unreliable or annoying or just not relatable. And in this book, Avery is just so relatable and is so reliable. Like, every single decision she makes, you're like, I think I would make the same one. Do you know what I mean? She's so intelligent, and it's just like, the author makes you love her. And aside from just her, the author makes you love every single character that you come in contact with. Like, all the side characters you feel so connected to. I'm in love with Grayson. I still love Grayson. I know some people love Jameson. I love Grayson a lot more. My friend Madison loves Jameson more than Grayson. However, what I find so crazy is I talked to somebody else from my job, this guy, and he was like, I just love Nash. And Madison's favorite brother is Xander. My favorite brother is Grayson. It's like, you have so many people loving, or their favorite brother is just a different brother, because author makes you just love every single character you come into contact with. Like, I just love it. So good. So I loved it so much so that I just got back from Barnes & Noble and I bought the Hawthorne Legacy, the second book. I'm so excited. This is Madison's favorite out of the series, I think. I'm really excited to see how this one kind of plays out, because in this one, the big puzzle that we were looking at, the ending to the puzzle was kind of lackluster, but there's Xander's puzzle. If you've read the book, you know what I mean. That ending, I was shocked. I was so excited to see where this book would lead to, and it's just following a character that I am really excited to meet. So, and I think it's shorter than the first book, actually. I just know I'm gonna eat this up. But then at Barnes & Noble's, the Starbucks, they usually have a $5 book each month, which I got Stephen King's The Body, which I don't really know much about. This is about a 12-year-old Gordy and his 3 friends set out on a quest to find a boy from a nearby town who has disappeared. They search for his body along the railroad tracks during a miserably hot summer and soon learn that the monsters are not lurking in their closet, but lives in the hearts of people. It's like literally less than 200 pages. I think I'm actually going to read this real soon. It was a splurge. Madison, because I went with Madison, and she was just like, get it. I'm making you get this. So also acquired this. But let's talk about the book that I've been reading since I finished The Inheritance Games, Heartless by Marissa Meyer. I didn't really want to read a thriller or a mystery because I didn't really want it to get kind of mixed up in my brain with The Inheritance Games. And so I was like, maybe a fantasy. Also, I didn't really want to start another series. So this is a standalone fantasy book that is a Queen of Hearts retelling, kind of like a prequel a little bit. So sorry guys, like I'm still sick or I'm like recovering. So my voice is kind of crazy right now. But it follows a girl named Catherine and she loves baking, and the king is kind of like admires her, loves her, but she is actually interested in the joker called Jest, and so they kind of have this like secret relationship sort of, or like a longing relationship. I am more than a third of the way through, 205 pages in, so almost halfway. And oh my gosh, guys, this book is so completely different from The Inheritance Games. This is based off of course, Alice in Wonderland, the classic, which is a big nonsensical fiction book. This kind of dials that down, but it still is very whimsical and carefree, which is the complete opposite of The Inheritance Games. But what I'm loving about this book is that Marissa Meyer, oh my gosh, she writes a lot of YA books because I've read Renegades as well by her. The tension that she writes with the main character Kath and the Jest, oh my gosh, Jest. Every single time that she goes out, she's like looking around and is like looking at her window, seeing if he's there. And then every single time they look at each other, it's like this tension, this longing. And every single time Jess speaks to her, I'm just like, you guys just have this undeniable chemistry. And of course it's YA, so it's just, you get this pure form of love that I haven't really, or you don't really get in a lot of adult romance books. So definitely loving this one. I don't know, right now it's a 4, maybe 5. I don't know, we have to see how the ending is because it might increase, but definitely if you're looking for like a pure fun read with that like longing bit, this is the one for you. So these are the books that I've gotten and I'm reading, and they're honestly amazing. Okay guys, I finished Heartless and I'm so sorry. It's been a while, and by that I mean it's after Thanksgiving and I'm fully in Christmas mode, and I know this is supposed to be a fall vlog. I'm so sorry. However, I did finish Heartless, and also I swear I filmed for the 2/3 mark, but I can't find it. So you get 1/3 and I finished the book. And okay, first of all, the writing, oh my gosh, the nonsensical world, it stands alone. Like compared to Renegades, her series, I'm like, this is phenomenal. And I can't compare it to Lunar Chronicles, but I feel like it just stands alone so well. And I know, of course, it's based off the Alice in Wonderland book, but I'm like, no. Like this is just even better. Like her writing is Marissa Meyer, an author you need to put on your TBR 100%. Then how she writes the love, the tension, the slow burn romance between Catherine and Jest, it's just phenomenal. I'm obsessed with it. I was so engrossed in their relationship and the world in the present, like every single chapter, that I just kind of forgot to think about what the plot twist was going to be and what the future was going to be, because of course this is a retelling prequel. So Catherine's going to turn into the Queen of Hearts, the egotistical person we know and hate, off with her head lady that just has that big head from the movie. Like, how is Catherine the girl of hopes and dreams, and she's so smart and just amazing? How is she going to turn into that? So the first plot twist. Okay, wait, actually first, before I say that, the characters in this book, Jest, my favorite. Absolutely obsessed. She makes you connected to each and every single character in this book. Okay, but aside from that, okay, the first plot twist, it all revolved around Jest, and I never really started to think about, okay, wait, who is Jest? Why is he in her world? What does he have to do with Catherine? What's his goal? And the whole plot twist surrounding that, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe all that just happened. And also I really loved it because it brought their relationship closer. And then at the end, so the first 2/3 is learning about Catherine and Jess and their romance, and then the last third is how she becomes this Queen of Hearts. And so there are these 4 prophecies, and so this is not really a spoiler. So Hatta's in this book, you know, the Mad Hatter, he's in this book, but he's not mad yet. And so one of the prophecies was that he was going to become mad. And so as we know, he has become mad. And so the other 3 prophecies, you're just like, no. Like, how is this gonna happen? Like, please don't let it happen. And so how everything unrolled, like, it was just crazy. I was just like, how is this gonna happen? And then it happened, and I was like, Oh my gosh. I love this book. If you have seen this book, I know it is pretty popular. Just put it on your TBR. Please read it. I was going to give it a 5 out of 5 stars, except for when Jess and Catherine both said goodbye. And that's not a spoiler. I'm saying, like, that's really loose terms. If you know what I'm talking about, you'll know what I'm talking about. I just wanted one more, like, romance, like, big I love you, like, profession. I don't know, you know? I just wanted at least one more moment before, you know, he said goodbye, she said goodbye. I just want one more. And so I give it a 4.5. And I do love this book. And this video has been so good. I mean, the only one that I didn't really love was Percy Jackson. And yeah, when I think about Percy Jackson compared to this book, or even the last book, The Inheritance Games, I'm like, not the best. But I don't know. I really enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I know it's outside of the fall era, and I'm sorry for that, but I'm still gonna post it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. But yeah, please subscribe, comment down below. Let me know if you have read any of these books and if you like them, and yeah, bye!